favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Fan Run listeners. This winter, our friends at Crumble are bringing you nothing but warmth and joy. With an expanded rotation and a variety of pies and cakes, Crumble is bringing the heat every week to keep you cozy. Download the Crumble app to discover what's in store for you. From party packs to gift cards, even special loyalty rewards, Crumble Cookies has plenty for you and your family this season. Shake the frost this winter and cozy up to your nearest Crumble location.
This is college football at its absolute best.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, to be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
Hey, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! Out by Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win.
He got it.
If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit to do, and welcome into More Important Issues live at Fan Run Radio here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. It's good to be back, Landon. We've been around, but it's been a while since we've been in studio, and it's good to be back here. The March Madness going on, so the TVs are all on games that matter. Whether they really matter or not, they matter to me, and that feels good.
Yeah, we'll see how much they matter. We don't know yet if they matter or not.
Is Arkansas out?
I hope so. That would be hysterical.
I think they should have to fire Calipari if they are out.
I think
that's the rule. If you're on a lifetime contract and in your first year you don't make the tournament, you should get fired.
I'll be honest, I'm petty. So when I read that I saw that Arkansas lost, I immediately went and looked at how many points Adu had. He did have a good game. I was hoping. I was kind of hoping he didn't have a good game, and that was it.
I think he did yesterday as well.
Really?
I know before half he had 14 and 2 blocks, maybe 6 or 7 rebounds. I don't know what he finished with today. I didn't bother looking at those stats, Landon. I looked at the only one that mattered.
Loss.
The win-loss category.
Yep.
We'll talk about that. We'll get into the SEC tournament, of course, and we'll talk some more around the country basketball as it really ramps up. The NCAA selection show just a few days away here on Sunday. The SEC will still be playing basketball games. They're going to have a tip-off at 10:30 tonight, by the way. Greg Sankey, if it just means more, I'm going to be in bed. I'm just going to be honest. I'm sorry. My sleep matters to me.
Yeah.
Sleep means more to me.
I was telling my wife last night, I was like, I think I'm turning into you. When somebody asks me to do something, I'm just like leaving the house. I'm like, I just don't want to do that. I used to be all for it. Now, I don't have the energy anymore. I don't know what it is. 30, right. You're downhill.
Well, and another way I've changed, I wouldn't say like your wife. Maybe she does like games on during the workday. I don't know. But I used to be really mad when games would be on during the workday.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's gotten to the point I love it. It's something to have on at work.
Okay.
And be able to keep up with. Now, Tennessee playing, which we know tip-off probably won't be until right around that time we're leaving work, so that's fine. That's not fun. But, in fact, I'm all for I think we should get some of these FCS football games, maybe some action. We need to get action onto midday Wednesday. Help us get through the work week.
I wouldn't hate that. Well, I mean, it is kind of on Tuesday night when there's nothing else on.
Right, but give it to me when I'm really bored.
Well,
Bored's not the right word, but give me something during the day.
Okay, but then not everybody can watch. Yeah, when you work from home, sure you can turn on the TV, but when you're in the office, it's hard to.
You gotta talk everybody into getting a TV, all this TV.
You're right.
Or have an open tab. Have a tab open.
Okay. I'm a big, turn it on and listen.
Okay. Even better. Just put your headphones in.
Yeah. Yeah. I do, plug an AirPod in and tune in, especially these midweek baseball games that start at 4:30. The first couple innings is more of a listen.
That's the best part. We should be past, unless any bad weather's rolling in. 4:30. I haven't looked. Is next week? What time is next week's midweek? Surely with the weather turning, with the time change, we're past it.
Let's see what that midweek is at. I've been so focused on SEC play that I just haven't even really paid attention. Do we play ETSU next week?
Is that this coming Tuesday game? I think it is.
Okay.
Which side are you on, Deuce? Who are you rocking with?
Go Vols, baby.
He's in. It is ETSU at 5. So
we're getting there.
Yeah,
we're getting there. They're
starting to get later and later.
They don't want to throw us into the fire immediately.
And then the next one is 6. It's Queens. So it looks like we're at 6 the rest of the way.
It's a tough name for a sports team. It's a layup for heckling.
What?
Queens.
Oh.
Layup. Joey, how you been? It's been a while since I've seen your face in person.
Has been a while. I haven't seen your face either.
That's good. I was worried you'd been stalking me, but I'm glad I can ease my mind there.
No, it's not good for me. I miss you. I'm also missing my little cover on my microphone. I hope I don't breathe into it.
And you've been
I think it's right there.
Oh yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I will not put that on while the
keep the sound turned up and do it. The radio listeners will
not a shot in the world. But yeah, we're good. We're ready to rock. I'm ready to. So what time are we saying the game's gonna be now?
It's scheduled to start at 3:30.
Right, so that's not happening.
At least
So
that means at least 4
4:30-ish?
minimum. Maybe let's say 4 to 4:30 minimum. Then if there's overtime in front of us, or if there's any other kind of mayhem in front of us, if I don't know.
The whole it should be perfect timing for the game to end right when the baseball game is going to start.
That's not happening.
It's not going to happen, and that's getting on my nerves.
We need to watch it from your MVP seats again.
Okay. I was thinking about others. I wasn't thinking of just myself. I will be watching both, but not everybody gets that luxury. So, Joey,
I'm just a man of the people. I'm just trying to do my job.
To be fair, in this day and age, everyone does have that opportunity. Everyone has a phone that is going to be able to watch the game.
Yeah, there's Wi-Fi or connection around there. There didn't used to be, but now.
Yeah, but Landon gets to watch baseball, basketball, and whatever he wants on his phone. He could have 2 basketball games.
That's a good point. Now you're talking.
I mean, he could quad box it, TV and baseball.
It's a lot of games.
It's true.
That is a lot.
Don't miss a beat.
Quad boxing I also like quad boxing. That's a great verb.
Yeah.
I'm going to start using that. Doing that on your phone rocks.
Yeah, we ate at Subway today. I'm sorry, no free ads.
Don't go to Subway.
And Caleb pulled it up. He had a little stand for his phone and everything.
I got my wallet. I just use
He's
my wallet.
A little iPad kid.
Everybody that's watching, these wallets are awesome. No free ads. I'm not going to say what it is, but
TikTok shop.
It just Amazon. Come on, I'm a basic white girl. You can do this way, do that all the time, or I just for quad box propped it up like
Quad
that.
box.
And
Quad boxing.
It's my wallet, so I don't have to carry around any extra parts. It's not a thick phone case like some of those that have the kickstand.
You're not a Ridge guy anymore. Were you a Ridge guy?
Ridge. I thought you said rich. I was like,
Sorry,
I've never been rich in my life.
Okay.
Opposite, whatever the exact opposite of rich is.
Poor?
Yeah. I think it's something else.
Okay.
Peasant, maybe.
Okay.
No, never been a Ridge guy.
You just seem like a Ridge guy. I don't know. You just kind of.
Is anybody here a Ridge guy?
I don't even know what that means. What do you?
Is it comfortable? It's a metal.
Oh, Ridge wallet?
Yeah.
No.
Ridge, baby.
See,
Ridge, baby, Ridge.
I really didn't think I would like this wallet, and I don't. I can't carry everything I want in it, but if in my perfect world, I'm a bifold leather guy. That's my favorite wallet.
Yep.
The
You gotta go
retard,
dad
everybody
wallet.
knows the rules guy.
Dad wallet all the way. I want to open. I want to dig through it for cash. I want a little coin slot.
What I like about
Who
this,
has cash?
I do.
I like to carry cash.
How do you? Where do you even get cash? I don't even know anymore.
Tips.
was gonna say it's a rich guy move to carry cash, and then you went with notoriously some of the not richest people in the world, the people that work for tips.
Also, if I can rewind it, you went to unnamed sub shop like just now, today.
Yeah. That's how I ended up with this orange labeled Starry. This is
So
a
you asked
sun-kissed.
You asked if anybody wanted to go to
Starry.
dinner, and you guys settled on.
We didn't settle. I said, "Where do you want to go?" He said Subway. I thought he was messing with me. I was like, "If you're serious," I said, "I'm good with anywhere, so I'll be there." But I just want to confirm that we're doing that.
They have 6.99 foot long, so you have to.
Oh, is it only $6.99 now? I thought it got absolutely inflated up to
you have to
11.
order through the app
Or online.
Well, that's what I mean.
Okay, on the line.
Right.
I watched that movie the other
And
night.
there's a code.
Oh, so this is a promo. This is
It's 699 FL. I know we're doing no free ads, but
that's as free of an ad as you get.
But I'm just helping the people. Like, we don't get anything from that.
This is for you
I'm
all.
just trying to
Not
let
for
y'all
Subway.
eat. Everybody trying to eat.
That's true. We don't let our people starve.
I mean, we
Our
just gave them
peasants.
a full ad read. That
Yeah. My bad.
Cancel them.
Well, I got to send them a bill.
We should invoice them. I don't want to turn the page too hard, and we're about to go to our first break, anyways. You gave the on the line bit. Vince Vaughn is one of the best actors, best comedy actors of all time, and he doesn't get the credit he's due. I just want to throw that out there.
Is that the Google movie?
Is it called The Internship?
Okay, yeah, that's what it is.
It is the Google movie. Because
I couldn't think of what it was.
There's The Intern with
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. Right, it's The Intern.
Yeah.
And then this one's
Internship.
The Internship.
With Franco and what's his face? Is it James or Dave?
There's a Franco in that movie?
Is it not? Oh no, it's Owen Wilson.
Yeah,
Owen
Owen
Wilson's
Wilson.
in it.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking of The Interview that has Dave Franco and Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I think. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie guys.
Huge.
Gladiator 2. Anybody seen it?
No.
It's on Paramount. Before we go to our first break, let me throw this out there about Gladiator 2. Okay. Great movie. We don't have enough movies about the Roman Colosseum. And I think if someone said, we're just going to make a movie where it's just games inside the Roman Colosseum, different events, I would watch it. There's a ship battle scene in this Gladiator, and it's awesome.
That brings up a great point that I just thought about in my head. Why don't we do more stuff inside Neyland Stadium to pay for it?
Like a gladiator battle?
I mean, you could do LARPing if you wanted to maybe do something like that. I mean, imagine how many people would pay $10 to go hit people with pool noodles.
If you had a small child at your at your mercy inside Neyland, and Tony Vitello up in the suites just gave you what would you do, Landon?
Oh, I'm knocking his head off with a pool noodle.
No, this is real deal. Tony Vitello just said, blood. What
Blood?
are you doing?
Snap it over your knee.
I mean, whoever's in front of me is getting it. I mean,
You're gonna a small child.
Can we? Yeah, never mind.
I just think that's dangerous territory. You can't put a guy like Tony V up there because people would die. Or he's got to be real merciful that day, one or the other.
I just think that would be a good way to make money. We don't have to raise ticket prices. We can just do more events in Neyland Stadium.
Do as the Romans do. All right. We may be back from this break. We'll see what happens. All this gladiator talk. Stick with us on the other side. It's more important issues on Fan Run Radio.
Dogs give him 6, boys at him double I. They got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be to hear some balls for life.
Welcome back into the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. Before we really get into the meat of the show, Creator Classic. Have you all been keeping up with that?
Mm-hmm.
First question: are they really letting them play the week of the players just on the
Wednesday,
on TPC Sawgrass? That's the Masters. Can you imagine if someone pitched the Creator?
Yeah, no, that would be crazy.
They did let Dude Perfect film a video there. I don't think the week
At Augusta?
of. Yeah,
That's crazy.
not the week before.
No, I know.
or the week of.
Yeah, when the day before around is pretty nuts.
It's still wild to see 4 grown men jumping around on the greens at Augusta over a trick shot.
It's also like a pro-am, though. I mean, like, Trent Ryan's the only person that's really, like, hacking divots out of that course. Everybody else, like, I mean, they do pro-ams. Like, they're already getting bums out there chunking wedges. And
That's a fair point. It just seems crazy.
It
But
does.
That's a fair point.
Monday would be, like, a more... But they're trying to lean into the YouTube golf thing, so I don't blame them.
What would you shoot at TPC Sawgrass? Trent was
Triple
plus-
max.
No, Trent was plus 29 through 8 holes.
Is he good at golf?
No.
He's broken 80, right?
He broke 90. He's broke 100, then 90.
Sorry, he shot in the 80s, broke 90. Yes, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
He's not good, but he's not hideous at golf either. He's also
He's
had a
gotten
lot of
better.
coaching.
Yeah, he's got a lot better.
He's had a lot of help along the way.
So probably plus 30.
On 18?
That's
You?
solid.
Yeah, I don't think you're shooting 30. Not in a disrespectful way, but that's a 102. I think it may be a 101. I don't know what it is out there, but
I don't know what I think that one's.
Am I doing triple max?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
like
I think-
17 itself might.
Yeah, maybe plus. Let's do plus 40.
What's your best?
Like a
What's your best
110?
18?
Probably Whittles the other day.
Yeah, probably around a. I don't know. It was kind of weird. It was 80 something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could maybe like on a good day.
I'm playing really bad golf, so I'm gonna self brag real quick. Shot an 88 at TPC Scottsdale on the stadium course.
Solid.
Not from the. I mean, not. It was from the back tees, but they stretched those suckers even longer and the greens were remarkably slow. But when I say remarkably, I thought they'd be a lot faster.
Yeah.
When did you play it? Like what?
It was in
time
May.
frame? Okay.
It was in May. Yeah.
When is the
February? It's the week of the Super
okay.
Bowl.
Okay.
And it was they had played it that year because that was COVID, but COVID didn't happen until March. So
True. The real question is, what are you hitting on 17 Lambo?
it's playing like what 127.
I think it was like 132 is like the stock yardage.
Okay.
But sometimes it plays shorter and longer.
Are you going 60 degree?
Probably I might do a 56.
That's crazy.
Can I give you all one of my most?
How's the
importants
wind there?
While we're talking about this,
You need at least a pitching wedge
I don't know.
for landing.
Dude.
You don't want to be front of that green though. What's
You're
your
liable
pitching
to hit
wedge?
at 180 though.
Yeah.
A pitching wedge, I could probably get a hold of and get 150 out of it
for sure.
Okay.
Did y'all see? Speaking of 17 at TPC, did y'all see Justin? Was it Lower?
Wait, who?
I don't know who this guy is, but anyways, he hit it in the water on the first shot. He hit a
And then
hole in one on the
for the
third
hit
shot.
a
par. I saw that.
he had par from the drop zone.
Colin Morikawa's caddy made a hole in one earlier this week too.
Yeah.
Practice round, obviously, but
Be pretty. They
What
should
a
do
hole
that.
to do it on.
They should do that.
one
Yeah, it is.
celebrity shot
Celeb shot, but it has to be your caddy. Can't be anyone random.
has to be on a tee shot on 18, whether you're in it or not. Everyone's caddy takes their tee shot on 18.
Oh, so you're not. So you're requiring that that it happens.
Yeah, you gotta be good enough that.
See, I would say though you can use it wherever, but it has to be used. Can't take it with you.
Yeah, but then you would just I like that because 18 you would just make your caddy for that day like the best golfer you know.
Can't be a putt.
Has to be T-box?
It doesn't have to be tee box, but it can't be a putt
Okay.
because they're not using them around the greens. No offense to the caddies out there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some of them caddies are
yeah, it
sticks,
depends.
though.
Yeah, but like if I've got, I just feel like there's no easy chips on a lot of those greens.
No shot.
Who you taking?
No easy chip at Whittle Springs either.
No.
All right, let's get into some Tennessee. Jesus
I like it, like, we're not
You
even
asked what to talk about tonight. We're covering.
Well, yeah, I thought we would maybe get into a little bit. Maybe we can hit that at the end when.
We're not coming
People
back
get
to that.
done.
There's no way.
Yeah, probably not.
We'll get into something else, though, I'm sure.
Yeah. Guys, go check out Hovey Dry Goods, hoveydrygoods.com. They got the best hats in the business. Your boys supporting one tonight. So go check them out. Use promo code MORE for 15% off your first purchase. Or just use another email. Get another 15 off. Whatever you want to do. Go check them out. Again, they got some more hats coming very soon. I've seen the proofs, so I think you're going to like them. So just check them out. Again, use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase.
Have you shown us the proofs of that, or have you just kept that to yourself? I can't remember.
I think it is in my personal email, so I can share those.
I mean, if you want to keep them to yourself, you do you, boo. But what would I don't know.
We can have a reveal on the show maybe one time.
Oh, so we can't see it unless everyone else sees it?
No, like, I mean, I could show y'all, and then we could show everybody else.
We could show them like right now. Just
yeah, here's the phone.
Yeah. All right. SEC tournament. I mean, I guess we can start where it matters for Tennessee. Today's got to be good. You had to, if you're a Tennessee fan, who you didn't. I don't know. Would you rather play A&M again, or I just don't trust this Texas team. But anyways, it doesn't matter. It goes into double overtime. You love that, whoever you're playing.
Yeah.
The day before.
I think that's the good thing. But I mean, are we playing Cinderella already in postseason?
Get it out of the way.
Yeah. Good Lord.
I mean. They beat Vandy.
Yeah.
Is that, or are we?
I mean, I thought Vandy would beat them. I don't think Vandy's horrible. There's really not there's some not great SEC teams.
South Carolina's awful.
Yeah. But even them, like, they're competitive. They're not good.
They can make games competitive.
Yeah. They're not like Missouri last year that,
I
mean, every game you knew they were going to lose.
That's fair.
So, but yeah, Texas, I mean, I think it's ideal because they don't really have, besides Trey Johnson, I mean, they don't have a whole lot at all. Now, he's really good.
He is.
He had 20 today, but he also shot 21 times, so I guess you kind of take that if you're A&M, but you still lost.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Maybe they are the Cinderella team. Maybe we find that out tomorrow. I don't have a ton of faith in them. And then, like I said, you've got guys registering. 3 of their starters were 40-plus minutes tonight.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Trey Johnson played 44 himself. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely not ideal if you're Texas to play 2 overtimes and then have to play a team like Tennessee.
And they had to play – this is a team that played on Wednesday as well. This wasn't A&M with a bye.
Can we just come out hot, like, please? Just have a good first half. Is that too much to ask?
I'm afraid it might be too much to ask.
I feel like it is too.
I hope not, but Tennessee wins this game. Tennessee might. I just feel like I always make myself look so stupid when I say stuff like this, but this just feels like a game Tennessee runs the team out of the gym.
I like it.
And then as I say it out loud, I'm like, this feels like a game that I want to absolutely jump off a bridge.
Yeah, when it was named Texas, I was like, I don't know if I want that. But I guess I didn't really want to play Texas A&M. Like, they are a good team. But at the same time, this just feels like a game where absolutely Tennessee should run them out of the gym after what they've had to play with the past couple days. And it just feels like a game Tennessee ends up losing.
We've talked about it. Joey and I were on the Chase Thomas podcast Tuesday night. We talked about, like, does Tennessee try some different looks? Do they try? Don't try different looks tomorrow at this point. Go out and do what you've done all season, and hopefully you're not the worst version of yourself and run them out of the gym. Nothing would piss me off more where if Tennessee had to play a full 40 minutes trying a bunch of different stuff to get guys rested, get different looks before the tournament, and it's a close game or you lose or whatever. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I've changed my opinion now that Texas has now played 2 days in a row and a double overtime game. I've completely changed my opinion. Your goal is to run them out of the gym, and then you can try whatever the hell you want in the final 10 minutes of the game.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, get Bishop Boswell in the game early.
Late.
Yeah.
Not in the first half.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Earlier than you like.
But not because you're trying new things. Because
right. Not
a game anymore.
Not for 1 minute to give Zakai a break for a minute. Like,
right.
Or he plays the rest of the game. Once he goes in, he plays the rest of the game because that's what you want.
Yep. Grant Hurst. Like, I want to see those guys because it's a blowout, and only because it's a blowout.
Yeah. I was gonna say that Bishop Boswell is like the only scholarship player that that plays during a blowout.
Yeah. He's kind of the only one left.
Yeah.
That you don't talk about often.
Mm-hmm.
The line's 10.5 right now. I don't like that in tournament basketball, but also go freaking find a way to cover.
Great teams cover.
I feel like this puts me in a pickle because I think I don't know. This tournament doesn't matter.
I mean,
winning matters. Winning matters.
You have Rick Barnes just draining mid-range jump shots.
I didn't see this in Belmont's facility.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting up shots.
That was kind of electric.
Put him in. I'll hit it.
Oh. You know he's cold from 12 to 15.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's automatic.
That is... I might watch that going to sleep tonight. That's my ASMR video.
If Jemai or Gainey or someone misses from there, he's going to just put them on blast.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, I just made 7 in a row all butter. Why are you missing that?
You know, we don't get that shot very often. Baseline, 12-footer. I miss it. It's not necessary. I get it. But, like, won a game. Give it to me.
Use that floater, baby. Not if you're Zakai.
Bring the backboard back.
Zakai might have the worst floater of all time.
Well, yeah, he's 5'9".
I feel like that should mean he has the better floater.
I mean, yeah.
That's all he should be throwing.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
like
I
a brick. Just a little finesse. Like Rick. Finesse. That was all finesse.
You know he was cold.
I mean... Oh, yeah, he's from Hickory. You kidding me? That's all they practice is that shot right there.
Well, I mean, the three-point line didn't exist when he played.
Right,
so.
Yeah. So you shot right there, baseline. 3 dribbles.
I was told in probably 2007 that if I could perfect that shot, I would be unstoppable.
Yeah, you and me both.
I don't think it's true, number one.
Yeah, no.
But I also didn't try. I didn't try to prove or disprove it.
I mean, it's like you said, like, when do you ever really shoot that shot? Because if you get far enough, like, the guy on the block is coming out.
To be fair, in a setting of middle school, high school basketball, it probably is unstoppable because how many people are going to guard you hard there?
Yeah.
In college basketball,
you're kind of like in no man's land out there. Yeah.
And anything beyond that probably doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't even know why I'm saying probably. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Would have been nice to find out. So what time? All right. What time do you think this game starts? Let's get a pool going. Let's get some money out on the table.
Oh, that's a good. I like that.
Yeah.
I was saying 4:15.
That's only 40 minutes, 45. So 45 minutes after.
I think it's valid.
I mean, The good thing is they can't start it on another channel. I guess they could,
They
but
could. Don't worry. Don't test them.
And then you have to watch 15.
Sorry, they can't because they play on the same court.
Yeah.
Right. You're absolutely right.
So
I didn't think about it either. To be fair.
the first 15 minutes isn't like you don't have to watch on your phone and then have to switch over. That's annoying.
They should do it. They should only play this game somewhere. Is it the where do the Brooklyn Nets play? What's the name?
Barclays Center.
Barclays, where it has like that underground practice facility or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They should play it at a facility like that where if the game goes over, you start the second game in the practice facility and then just carry it over. Like once that game ends, you just call timeout and carry everyone over the gym.
Just go to Lipscomb, right down the road.
Sure. And then you just bring them back over the first TV timeout.
Or Tennessee State, Vandy. We have plenty of.
Doing Belmont Gym. We practice in Belmont today.
Where's it at? Is it in
Belmont? It's like Music Row, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not close,
Yeah.
but it's not far.
Yeah, it's
You bust them over real quick.
It's not that bad. It's like a 20-minute walk.
Yeah, go to Innsworth. I don't care. There's plenty of gyms that we can get this game on time.
It is hilarious to me that multi-million-dollar games, I guess, billion-dollar league. I don't know. SEC bringing in not quite $1 billion, I guess.
Greg Sankey is.
You have guys warming up in the hallway before what we say is a big game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call it despicable. I'm not going to go that far, but it's sometimes you look at things in this sport
Whoa.
and you're like, what are we doing?
Amir Khan in the hallway is electric.
Sure. But then it's like the locker rooms at the Maui Invitational.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Like a high school locker room.
Not even, it's like a high school like gym locker room.
Yeah.
It's authentic, though.
It's like a...
Sure.
Every other sport's changed with the times, and basketball just, like, we're going to keep playing in ballroom auditoriums with a makeshift locker room, and you got to love that.
I think we need to put...
Now, postseason, no. Maui
we're in the
tournament.
postseason
Yeah, no,
now.
I get that. That's
we need to
valid.
play more games outside, I feel like.
Like on battleships?
Aircraft carrier,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's do it.
That was sick.
How does that work?
Basketball game in Neyland. There
Dude,
you go.
Telling you.
That would sell.
How does the game on an aircraft carrier work?
It's like...
It's anchored down.
Yeah, it doesn't move.
Do they actually not move, though? I don't know anything about it. I don't know enough about it. I should know
think
more about
enough to
aircraft carriers.
realize. Like,
Well,
'cause
yeah,
it's
it's
docked.
probably similar to like a big cruise ship. Like some...
Brother, the one cruise I went on, I felt it.
But most of them you don't. That one was
I
weird.
fell off a
It was-
bar stool.
it
I mean,
was-
that thing was rocking.
Well, you were doing other stuff to make you feel it.
I've never, not once on dry land have I fallen off a bar stool.
You were out in the ocean though. You weren't docked.
I see those points. It just blows my mind. Like, there's waves on the beach.
Yeah, I feel like it would mess me up a little bit. The noise.
I feel like it has to move a hair.
Yeah.
And then, like, the wind.
Yeah,
the
but
wind in a
wait,
harbor.
but you're moving with the ship, so technically it cancels out. It's like when you're in a car and you throw something up in the car, like it cancels.
Wind resistance.
Well, I'm not throwing it out the window.
I'm talking about on the aircraft carrier.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you're like off a little bit, like because you rocked a little bit, so did the net. So like, shouldn't it match your?
I don't know. It just seems.
But yes, shooting the net, shooting on an open air situation is probably not great because you get a gust of wind. That's
We need to look up the shooting percentages for that game because I don't remember what they were.
I'm in. I'm not trying to say we shouldn't do it.
I'm
I
just
think we
thinking, like,
should.
dude, what about like just a outdoor court?
Yeah, like chain nets.
Yeah, let's do
Double
more
rim.
of that. I mean, we play neutral site crap all the time in football. Why can't we do some of that in basketball?
I'm in for a game in Neyland.
I mean, we're playing on baseball fields in football.
If Nebraska can sell at a volleyball stadium,
we'll do
or a
do
volleyball game.
Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke Classic in Neyland Stadium. It's like Maui, but
North Carolina and Duke would never. But I'm in.
It's in one day. It's just like we play Kentucky.
Or it could be like Lave,
Duke
where we
plays
have
North
them in
Carolina.
different. They can play theirs in their football stadium.
Oh, that's true.
We
There's
play
enough.
ours and
Oh,
ours.
we can fit both probably in the stadium. Same game, two AAU style. Hell yeah.
It's not our whistle.
And they're in the tunnel getting ready. It's just like the same thing. Warming up in the tunnel.
We're back to warming up in tunnels. I thought the whole thing was to get away from warming up in tunnels.
I guess you could like warm up around it.
You have another warm-up court.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Like a practice court, kind of like in 2K.
Yeah. Loose balls are going to be wild.
Yeah. You got to stop the game. Blow the whistle.
I told you we wouldn't talk about basketball long. Well, we will talk about it long. We wouldn't stay on it long, is what I meant. You never believe me.
Who loses, Florida or Alabama tomorrow?
Bama. Loses Bama.
Did Kentucky win today? Is it over?
I didn't see. I think they both won.
Kentucky plays the late game. That's what I thought.
Okay. So it's tonight?
Yeah. That game tipped off at 7:48. So Kentucky and Oklahoma won't start till 10:30 probably. Right, 9:48. They're giving them about, 30 minutes to warm up on the court? Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, that Texas A&M game ended just before 7, and they didn't tip off till 7:48. That game's going to be almost 11 o'clock tip, if everything goes right. If we get inside 2 minutes and it's a tight game, boys, the stoppages.
Yeah, when are the SEC Network, ESPN, all these coverages for basketball? When are they going to realize basketball is not 2 hours long anymore?
Well, that's all whoever's on the SEC call has talked about this week.
I mean, it's
been I agree with him. It's been obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, it's every game.
Every stoppage, or even outside the 2 minutes when it could have been a stoppage, whoever it is will bring it up.
Yeah.
It's, this would be a stoppage inside 2 minutes, just another unnecessary stoppage. So the people who make the decisions I guess they're noticing, they just don't care. I don't know. It's so dumb.
Well, it's like the product of basketball isn't, the stoppages and stuff are annoying. I get it.
No, inside 2 minutes, it's an unwatchable product.
Right. But what makes it worse is you tune in for that game to start at that time and it doesn't start for 45 minutes later. That's an issue. That's ruining college basketball more than I feel like the last 2 minutes is, I feel like.
This is my hottest take of 2025 so far. The final 2 minutes of college basketball, and this may be somewhat similar in the NBA. I don't watch enough of the NBA. The final 2 minutes of college basketball is some of the worst sport in existence. There's zero flow. Yeah. There are an infinity number of stoppages. It's a borderline unwatchable product.
Yeah, you're gonna need to elaborate on that because, are you saying just the most unbearable, from a viewer standpoint, or sloppy, or?
Yeah, from a viewer standpoint, it's not fun to watch the final 2 minutes of college basketball with all the stoppages.
That's all I take.
If
that's when you get your any best moment in college basketball ever has happened in the last 2 minutes. But it cancels out.
I don't think it cancels out.
You don't feel like Ole Miss 3 today canceled it out?
It depends. If the game is in hand and you still have those stoppages because the other team's trying to catch up, that is unbearable. I get what you're saying and also get what you're saying.
The problem is we don't need all of those reviews and crap, and we don't need every single foul, especially in the game you're referencing, that specific game, to get to that point.
No, I agree. I think it's wasting a lot of time, but
it stretches out for it. Just makes it. You're not wrong that there are moments where, but the thing is I think more often than not we can still get to those moments without all the reviews and stoppages.
The reviews don't have to take as long.
No,
look at it once in it.
The rest shouldn't.
You should know if you slow it down, you should be able to see it.
Someone should be watching it.
I don't think you should be able to slow it down. You can watch it 1 or 2 times. If you can't see it, move on. Who cares at that point?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're getting booed either way.
Great point. It's awful. It's awful. Nah, it also is funny because the whole intentional foul thing, Tennessee doesn't beat Alabama if Igor doesn't foul him early when Rick Barnes clearly did not want him to foul him. I assume that's what he yelled at him about. Or maybe he yelled at him about not doing something on the rebound.
I don't know. Maybe he wanted another timeout. I don't know.
Could have gotten it. We had one.
We tried to use it.
All right, so are we allowed to knock Rick Barnes' timeout usage tomorrow, or is that officially done and over? You mentioned it. I just can't remember the rule.
I just think, like, yeah, don't let him call timeouts. I'm cool with him not calling timeouts.
Ever?
I'm cool with it. No, just keep them. We don't need them. Especially tomorrow. Don't even give Texas a chance to catch their breath.
No extra breaths.
No.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, make them play 40 minutes of hell tomorrow.
Just wait until we get inside the final 2 minutes. Brutal. Golly.
Well, Bishop Boswell will be in, so it'll be good.
All right, we'll talk a little bit more SEC tournament. We also got a spring practice report. We'll have all that on the other side of the break. Make sure you stick with us. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. a fool out of me.
Yeah, well, in fairness, the audio clip cut you off.
Okay.
I usually time you in a lot better. I was over here giving Deuce the rundown. So
Yeah, that's cool. I just didn't expect I needed to be in full falsetto. I thought
No, yeah,
I had
and
like
it-
car time kind of deal.
I'll be
Welcome
honest,
back in.
wasn't bad. A little pitchy, but it wasn't bad.
Normally, I've got a better falsetto. I'd like to go out on the record and say that was what I call my car falsetto. Like I'm singing show tunes, nobody can hear me. Falsetto.
I mean, you can't talk it and not back it up.
Oh, dude, I do. Yeah, when I work from home, you would be hitting them notes.
Yeah, but you don't care how they sound. You just want to sing loud and high.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference.
I don't want to be judged.
But you're going to sing it.
I would not get a golden ticket to Hollywood.
Just have a sad story, you will.
That's a good point. I don't know if I have one of those. I'm a Tennessee fan. Maybe that get some sympathy out of that.
Not lately.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Hard to use that one.
Welcome back to More Important Issues.
But
we're back. We're back. Brought you in hot. I like how unhinged our show becomes so quickly. It just unravels.
Authenticity. We give you all day of structured Tennessee news. Unwind a little bit.
And now it's raw and unfiltered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little filtered.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not after dark. We're locked in still. We're not. We used to have some great. We would get.
Well, especially like now, like there's not a game really to talk about. Spring practice is obviously like you get to see bits and pieces of press conferences and practice. Like there's not a whole lot to really dive into. Like we haven't talked about an SEC series. Like we've talked about this baseball team, but they keep winning the same way, so it's hard to really dive into a bunch of stuff on Thursday, like as we're getting into March Madness.
Yeah, so what's been your favorite part about spring practice so far?
Nico looks bigger.
What if that's not a good thing? What if we find out he's like severely overweight and out of shape?
He looks older.
He does.
He aged 3 years in like what 4 months.
I'd say some of those hits he took against Ohio State put.
I think
some
I
hair
aged
on the
a
chest.
couple years in that season too.
How old do you feel right now?
34.
You are 30.
3 years, 4 years.
Old man.
Dude, you're next month.
If it comes, I mean, dude, the end of the world's right around the corner. I may never make it to 30. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
I mean, we could be win a national championship, then it's like the next week's your birthday, right? When is the national championship?
It's the first week of April, so pretty much. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I probably won't live. If we win a basketball national championship, I don't know if I'd be alive to see the next day.
What about football?
Football's a little bit different because it's easier, I think, to prepare the heart and mind for that. Whereas basketball is just so much. It's kind of sudden, and then it's so hard. It's so difficult.
Yeah, I guess like football, you at least get like a week and a half to prepare for that specific game, whereas basketball, you don't.
That, and you kind of know throughout the season, like, this is it.
Yeah.
Basketball is just kind of, especially this year, it would shock the crap out of me. And I'd eat it up. I'd love it.
Is that not every year though? No matter like how good a team is it still kind of shocking that any team wins it?
To an extent.
Yeah.
To an extent. But UConn also looked like the best team in basketball for more than half the season.
Yeah. Before we get into spring practice, I do want to ask you about Tennessee.
Which Tennessee?
Tennessee basketball, sorry.
Okay.
Do we see Cade Phillips more throughout I guess the rest of the postseason because of what he did against South Carolina? Maybe got some confidence, maybe got some mojo.
Well, I like that you mentioned confidence because I think it is entirely all based on how he plays.
Yeah.
I think the staff will give him the minutes he earns and deserves. I think they want him to play more, which is evident in games like the South Carolina game where he's playing well.
Yeah.
They need that break for Akpar where they don't lose a big body, a big presence in the low post. So they'd love to play him more, I think. But it's entirely based on how Cade Phillips plays. He
just seems like he's a high energy guy. Like he just brings it. not that Akpar Igor doesn't, but
he's white. So like he has a little extra like umph to him that, you know, he's got a chip on his shoulder, if you will.
I think when a guy comes off your bench, you're thinking that is a step down for what you have. Like what Akpar and Igor should be. But in that South Carolina game, he blocks shots well. He has the dunks. You could throw lobs to him. Yeah, so I don't think you lose too much when Cade Phillips is in the game playing well.
I agree. And man, I'm not trying to take away from Cade Phillips. When Cade Phillips plays well, love watching him play. Really wish we had JP Estrella this year.
Yeah. Just more depth.
I think he'd play a lot. I think it would also help that when Cade went through those stretches of not playing well, you've got another guy you can go to instead of just trying to mix up the lineup to not lose so much with Felix Akpar off the floor, and he's not having to play 33 minutes a game.
Yeah. That brings up a point. Do you guys kind of worry about the depth, like having to play so many games within a short amount of time? With Tennessee only
they've done it all year though.
That's what we're talking about Tuesday night.
Fair.
It's like every day we're like, oh, are they deep enough? Like, are we? Is whatever. Like, it's gonna be.
I'm not saying you shouldn't worry about it. Obviously, you want to be deeper, but also teams are whittling down to 7-6 men anyways this time of year, and you've been doing it all year.
True. That's a good spin zone. That's a great spin zone.
Well, I mean, I think it's just, yes, it is a little bit of a spin zone. If this was Kentucky, I'd be talking shit about it, being like, they can't go anywhere. They're not deep enough. So, yes, it is a little bit of a spin zone. But, there's also some truth in that. Like, Tennessee's had to do this all season. They've know what it's like. Yes, not in such a short amount of time, not as quick a turnaround as these games are going to be, but they've done it all year, and every team's going to want to get down to, I shouldn't say 6 or 7, 7 or 8. And Tennessee's probably truly want to be at what? They probably want to be at 7 max, I guess. Because Dubar's not going to play a ton if everyone's playing well.
I mean, how many minutes
and
are we
everyone's
talking?
on foul trouble.
Like just playing, like guys playing? Is it?
I'd say or significant. Like they're not coming in for a quick breather.
Yeah, like 10 minutes. That's probably
7
significant.
to 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you probably want at least 9.
Playing 7 minutes a game?
I think you would.
I don't think that many teams are going to go that deep.
I mean, just think Tennessee is 8 right now.
Right. I don't think they'll really be at 8.
I mean, they might not
outside of foul trouble and things like that, or someone just not playing well. I think if you have everybody playing well, no one's in foul trouble, rotations are going to be at 7 is where you really want it to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what last year.
I mean, outside of Purdue, when Adu is playing so poorly, it was probably a 7-man rotation, right?
Yeah, you played Gainey, you played Meshack off the bench. Awaka was off the bench.
Okay, so 8, Awaka. Yeah.
Australia,
but he didn't really play
some.
till Purdue, like significant minutes.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because he locked down Edey.
Better than Adu did, certainly. 100%. But before that, Estrella was not logging.
That's true.
Significant minutes.
Yeah, so around 8.
So maybe they try to get Dubar in the rotation more.
So maybe we're at the perfect, like you mentioned, maybe we are at the perfect.
I mean, I think most teams are going to get to 7-man. That's why I said not 6 or 6 wasn't the right. 7 to 8 is the spot, and I'd say 7 more often than 8.
Yeah,
significant minutes.
Yeah, I mean, most teams are going to have a big drop off once you get to the 8th and 9th guy.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's the part of it that Tennessee's been doing all season, so these guys are already gassed. There's a lot of ways to look at it, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's the most ideal situation by any means, but I think it's also just what you're going to end up at. It's going to be similar to what you end up at anyways, so cut out the middleman, I guess. And that's JP Estrella, who got cut down earlier this year. Yeah. Poor guy. Is he still in his scooter?
I don't know.
I don't think so. He's just hobbling.
Yeah.
Dude, I would rock that scooter as long as I could if I were him. It's got to be nice just to have a chair always available. There's nothing I hate more than having to stand around. And usually, if a chair's available,
you kind
I'll
of get to
stand
rock
anyways.
it all the time too,
Yeah.
because it's got the wheels on it.
I don't know about you guys, but like you're in an event and there's chairs available, I'm probably choosing to stand.
Yeah, I agree.
But I want to know it's there for me.
Yeah.
I'd love it. I might get a scooter. What happened? No, just hanging out.
Just hanging around.
Or always have a dude. There's got to be a pretty good life hack to having like a boot at an airport or something.
It's like a boot at like Disney World.
Yeah.
Or Dollywood.
Did you get Disney World? You get, I don't know about Dollywood, but Disney World, they'll like, it's a free service, right?
Oh, yeah.
They'll just haul you
like
around, take you in front of the lawns.
It's like a fast pass, yeah, or whatever they call it.
But you don't have to pay for it, right?
No, it's free.
That's so sick.
It's like medical bills, I guess.
Do you need like an actual doctor's note?
No.
That's so sick.
Show up in a wheelchair.
Or
a crutch, I guess, or a boot.
Dude, but wouldn't you feel so guilty, though?
No, not at all.
Not one bit.
75% of the people there have schemed their way down there anyways.
Yeah. True.
Somewhere in life.
Yeah, but you see a couple of kids that you're just jumping right in front of.
No, I bet those kids are brats.
I don't like Disney kids anyway, so honestly.
Disney kids? I know we hate Disney adults, but now you're just like, I hate the kids.
Disney kids.
You hate Disney.
Go do something.
You hate everybody at Disney.
Yeah.
Except you.
Yeah, unless I'm drinking around the world. But other than that, no.
Have you been to Disney? Like, are you?
Once.
It's pretty sick, right?
Awful.
Really?
Awful. Waited in a line for 3 hours for Slinky Dog. I think the most like
that's a choice you made.
I didn't make the choice. I'm just saying. The only one I enjoyed was Space Mountain, where it's in the dark and you get like, because I like roller coasters.
Really,
so
I kind of thought that one was overrated. I hate roller coasters, and even I was like, this one kind of sucks.
I like the, getting thrown.
Yeah, sure.
Whoa. You like Mystery Mine?
Is that the one that like?
That's the one that breaks your neck at Dollywood.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta almost be like this.
Yeah, see, I like those. I don't.
Your neck out in front.
Okay, I will say I get it. Seeing the kids walk around Disney, yes, that's great. That's awesome. But
why are you watching kids walk around Disney?
You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy the magic. That's great. It's awesome.
You don't buy into the magic when you're there?
No.
See, I buy into it.
It's $11 for a beer.
I got in trouble.
It's $11 for a beer.
Buzz Lightyear didn't
You would
have
hate
Andy.
Neyland Stadium.
Yeah.
Well, I usually just wear a bag of clothes and I buy one, but put another one in the pocket.
Always in the hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're only $9 at Neyland Stadium.
I got in trouble. I buy into the magic so much, Joey, that they got on to me because Buzz Lightyear didn't have Andy written on his boot. I called that out immediately.
I can just see you lifting up Buzz Lightyear, like literally a 50-year-old dude in a mascot costume.
I don't think they're
lifting
50.
Lifting his. Have you seen Succession, bro? They're all pretty old. But lifting his boot up, and you're like, why is it? Are you about to get in a fight with the Buzz Lightyear mascot?
The handler was not happy with me.
Was it Bo Peep or whatever?
They made it seem like I was ruining the magic for the kids. I think they were ruining the magic for the kids.
I just can't believe you walked past and thought to stop Buzz Lightyear.
No, I was in line. Dude, I met Buzz Lightyear.
Dude, you don't got Andy on your foot?
It's kind of.
I'd pay ungodly amounts of money to see you just fist fighting Buzz Lightyear. That Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I don't think it's a 50-year-old dude. I think it's mostly like foreign students who are virtually enslaved to Walt Disney.
Dude, a foreign Buzz Lightyear would light you up.
Buddy.
Oh, 100%.
Not a chance.
Fast hands.
Yeah. Bro, I'm slinging cheap shot haymakers. He can't even turn his head in that costume. I'm coming from behind him, just nugget him. Rip that purple little hoodie right off, man.
I don't know. Foreign Buzz Lightyear sounds like he would.
Dude, I could
give
take
you the work.
There's not a Disney character, not even Gaston, who could take me. He can sing that silly song all he wants. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Another Neyland Stadium idea.
Okay, there we go.
No, we were kind of already at. We kind of started there with the gladiator fights.
Yeah.
You could definitely bring the mascot, like the NCAA football game, like the mascot games back. Do that in Neyland Stadium.
Just
Fly
mascot fights.
Yeah, so we'll start with football and no refs. Like, we'll just let it get out of hand. Like, especially like end of the season, they gotta be pent up and pissed off and ready to throw hands.
That's got to be the most fun thing to do as a mascot is to play in one of those games.
Oh yeah.
The best
when
ones
when they play the kids.
kids.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, just stiff arm.
I love the ones that are like, they're full on Michael Jordan, F these kids.
Yeah.
How'd that meme start? Did he ever say F them kids? Or was that just thrown on there as a quote card?
It was the
I think
ceiling
it's
is the roof
I
kind
think
of
it's just
thing.
a quote. It's
But
like to
like-
quote the late great MJ, man.
But
F
did
the
he
kids.
say
I don't think
that?
he actually said that.
Oh, okay.
Unless it was at one of the camps. No, I think the quote was that apparently it was like he was supposed to give all the kids free Jordans if he like missed a shot, and he like splashed it and said "F them kids." But that is to be debated whether or not. I don't know if he had. I haven't seen the
That rocks. Or like, was it Cardell Jones that just demolished that kid in NCAA? Is that Cardell?
Yeah. I think it was.
I love stuff like
I
that.
don't know.
Don't take it easy on him.
It was an Ohio State quarterback, but I don't
It was
remember
like a
which one.
Make-A-Wish thing or something.
Yeah, he was at a children's hospital, and I think this kid was like, "I'm better than NCAA than you." He beat like 100 to. I think the kid scored like 10. To be fair, but
Yeah, but he's gonna like. If I had like a Make-A-Wish, I wouldn't want to be like, "Oh, hey, buddy, I like let you win." Like, I'd rather lose by only 40 to a, college football player.
I don't know, man. It's got to be pretty upsetting.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I would have. I mean, credit to the kid for finishing it out. I would have rage quit long
Oh,
before
yeah,
that.
that's true.
Yeah.
Can't be that. Oh.
Let's rage quit.
Let's rage quit this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're done. 1 hour.
Just everything.
Okay.
Rage quit. No. I have rage quit. Not recently. When's the last time y'all rage quit?
I didn't really rage quit. This guy kept running the same play the other night in NCAA, and he was beating me, so I wasn't happy. But I didn't turn the Xbox off. I just quit the game and started another one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that. I mean, I guess that's
Nah. I mean, it's
borderline
just
rage quitting. But
conceding. It's just like, I'm not going to waste my time if I'm going to lose this game. Rage quitting, like, you need to be like, I'm done.
Turn off the Xbox.
No more
I'm
Xbox
walking
tonight.
away.
Yeah. Me and Deuce and COD, we've got out of
that's what I
some
was about to
lobbies
say,
before.
yeah. Little rage with COD.
Yeah, you're like, are y'all good? Y'all just want to get out of this game and start a new one. That's what we've done.
Yeah. It's been a while, though, since I've, walked over to the controller after and just prayed I didn't break it.
Yeah.
Probably Fortnite was the last time I, chuck something.
Well, dude, you can't afford to buy a new controller. You can't break that thing.
Not in this economy.
I know.
Interest rates are through the roof.
Nico looks bigger. I don't know.
Is he more accurate?
I don't know if it was just after he got a little pump in before. I don't know. He just looked.
Did you see
broader.
the video you're talking about? He was talking about Boo Carter talking trash to him. Isn't
I
Boo
love
Carter
that.
supposed to be on the same side of the ball as him?
True.
Well, I think Travis Smith said we were on the same side. He was still talking. I kind of like that.
Do you?
I mean, just be like, oh, I'm on your side right now, but as soon as I get back over there, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Those
okay.
are the type of guys in college. DBs are always the mouthiest people.
I think that's just in life.
Yeah,
Anywhere you
but
go.
I'm talking in college when you did one-on-ones. You're like, man, I really want to beat this guy, but also I really don't want to lose because I'm going to hear about it constantly.
The problem with DBs though is they can get beat and they still don't stop running their mouths.
Yeah.
That golly.
But you want
What's
one
the
on
wa-
your team.
What's the white? I don't know if he was actually. I don't know what his race fully was, but white adjacent corner that got the shit beat out of him by Andre Johnson.
Oh, that was Cortland Finnegan.
Cortland Finnegan. Andre
White
Johnson won
adjacent.
that. Am I wrong?
I mean, he's definitely not white.
No,
He
he's
has some.
He definitely has some, but he's got
you.
some else.
But I don't know what it is, so I didn't want him.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Didn't want to misidentify him.
It's kind of like Haddon, a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this the
You
other
got,
night.
you got
South
beat
Carolina
the,
game.
Got beat the whole game.
You got to be like a
and
drum.
still talking trash.
Yeah, those are annoying.
But I mean, Andre Johnson won that fight from the get-go. Wasn't close. And the dude's being hauled off, just running his mouth.
Yeah.
They don't stop.
But you kind of want some of those on your team.
You want them on your side. Well, unless they're getting beat like a drum.
Exactly.
Then you want them to shut up.
Yeah.
But
if you're an athlete like Boo Carter, I think you have the right to.
no, dude, no, I'm not dogging him for it. I'm
Okay.
just my point about that was maybe he's not playing offense.
Apparently, he has played.
I mean, they have to for at least the spring.
Yeah,
that was the whole
yeah,
deal. Apparently,
yeah. Get them through spring, and then you can do whatever you want, and we'll
Get
reevaluate.
out of the first transfer, the last transfer window, and then
yeah.
I mean, I guess for Cam Carr, every window is a transfer window.
Yeah. I don't know, that's one guy that I'm not saying like he's a Travis Hunter, because I think that's unrealistic, but like him in high school, you're like that. I mean, everybody knew he was a dog around here.
Yeah.
And it took Tennessee coaching staff a little bit to figure out like, oh, he can help us like in more ways than just playing defense.
Yeah.
So
my buddy said word has it Mike Matthews is getting some defensive reps. Just saying.
What?
Just saying. I mean, that's just what the word on the street is. I know there's probably 5% chance of that.
Are we going to be just an Iron Man team? We're going to be.
I mean, we're going to have no depth at all.
We're going to look like a 2A football team.
Yeah. Everybody's playing. The best players
Nico's
are
going to play safety.
Quarterback, running back, safety, linebacker.
Or to go in true like 2A football style, Nico's going to line up at middle linebacker.
Yeah.
That it's like 3-4A until your quarterback starts playing safety.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Jack Sawyer. Who did he lay out last year that cracked helmets? That Ohio State still somehow thinks that was him getting.
Oh, that was their middle linebacker, whoever that was. I can't remember his last name. It wasn't Sawyer.
I think Louisville just did a buzzer beater. Was the notification I just got?
Dang, they were down big. They were down 52-37.
They won 75-73 against one of the most well-known ACC teams, Stanford.
Also, thanks, Caleb. Now I'm getting LinkedIn notifications for Walt Disney World internships.
That's
literally the first thing that's popped up.
That's on you, dog.
That's not.
You gotta like
turn my settings off so they don't listen. I've never gotten a Walt Disney World out of my LinkedIn.
Just don't get some ears with your name on it. You'll never live it down. You'll never hear the end of it.
You still got them?
I've been told I do. So I could go to the parents' house. I got a few things there I don't want them to
Did you
find.
get those ironically, or was it dead serious?
Nah, ex-girlfriend bought them for me.
Did y'all buy them together?
No. It wasn't on my card, at least.
I hate to tell you this because we did do it ironically, but my entire family got Disney like matching family T-shirts to wear down there. But like we did it to
Joey hates
laugh.
I didn't say anything.
We did. I mean, we did it because we think
Lean
it's
into
funny that people do it. And there were
it.
like 23 of us going down there, so we're like,
great.
yeah, we should.
Joey hates you.
To be more ironic about it, Joey, you'll really hate this. I got a tank top instead of like a T-shirt because I was like, yeah, that's what people would do. It was July, I think.
Was it airbrush?
No, I think it was just like a cricket type
If you're
deal.
playing the bit, that's fine. There's people that like
right.
live the bit.
Right, like Deuce.
Right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all love.
All love.
Besides Wes.
What about Sam Pendleton? Y'all watch his?
Yeah, that
press
dude
conference?
is. Where's he from?
Oh, where is?
Because
he
if you
from?
told me he was from Greenback, Tennessee, I'd buy it.
Is he from Virginia?
Okay, Appalachia. Joey, where are you technically from? Like, where's your like?
Oh, Lawrenceville, Lawsonville. Sorry, I can't read. North Carolina.
Okay, yeah, pretty close. I don't know where Lawsonville's at. Sounds like it's close. Where are you from?
Knoxville.
Okay, but like Pennsylvania.
Like Philadelphia.
Okay. I know if you.
But I don't claim that. That's not my set.
Well, I didn't know if because I mean you could have still been Appalachian.
No.
Right.
No,
That's what I was asking.
Not in like Hickville. Not that.
Is that
far.
the name of the town?
It's the North
What?
Carolina Virginia line, Lawsonville.
No. Hickville's not the no. I'm referring.
That's what I was asking.
Well, no, but there's a lot of Amish out in Lancaster near me, so I'm like, I don't know what's around me.
Are you part Amish?
When I grow my beard out a little bit, yeah, because I think it's all neck. But,
are the Amish people up there? Are they cool?
Oh yeah.
Are
In the
they?
snow, they'll like drift on their buggies and like do some like they're like weird people, but everyone gets their dogs from them. Like I think everyone gets their dogs from Amish people, but up there definitely.
I got
everyone
mine
gets
from
them.
not Amish people.
Oh.
He got it from the Amish people, though.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I think my dog.
There is a lot of people that get their dogs from Amish people, though.
Not through me, but I think at one point Brutus was a part of the drug trade. I think somewhere before I acquired him, he was exchanged for goods.
My buddy's dog is a rescue from, I want to say Tijuana, which is sick.
That dude has diseases. Not the dude, the dog. But
Dead.
Dog
hopefully did. Hopefully no longer.
Dog weighs a lot.
Tijuana. I mean, how do you even get a dog from
know.
Tijuana?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
That sounds like it was traded for goods too.
Yeah. To get this far?
Yeah.
Or I mean, listen. Maybe there's a hole. Maybe there's a doggy door in that wall somewhere. Maybe he just came here for a better life, Landon. Gosh.
Well, the dog weighs 140 pounds, so it probably can't fit through. Like, there's some humans that can fit through a lot easier.
I bet I can get him through a doggy door.
Are we gonna do this doggy door thing again with your sizing?
You don't understand.
With your sizing.
Remember his whole rant about he was asking us if we think that a human could fit through the doggy door? I think that's what it was.
Well, sort of. I'll just give you the quick rundown. Quick rundown. I've had people like look at the largest size doggy door, which like I would say probably the biggest dog would be like a German Shepherd. Like they're skinny enough. Look at a doggy door and they're like, my dog could not fit through there, and it's like a 40-pound mutt, and it's infuriating.
Yeah. That's
Also, don't get a doggy door. It's kind of disgusting. Especially,
I thought it was cool like growing up, but like now looking,
it's not practical.
Yeah.
Also, just let your dog in and out.
Well, if you have a yard in East Tennessee, is he just coming in and out all day? Because your house is going to be covered in mud.
Yeah. I've never. Now that I think back, unless it's to a mud room and then they just stay
But even
outside.
then, like you're still like, you gonna mop that every day?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you got to be able to know when they're coming in so you can mop those feet.
Pause, but sure.
What do you think about Sam Pendleton's quote? I have a real issue with people touching my quarterback.
That rocks.
I love it.
If he gets it tattooed, he actually means it, though.
I just feel like he's just he's a true offensive
He's from
lineman.
Hickville.
Yeah. Lawsonville. Yeah. But yeah, he has the bar in the center of his face mask.
He has what?
Like the T-bar that goes down, like accounting for just more contact, face mask to face mask.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that.
You've seen it, like a grid bar, like it goes straight down.
Oh, you just called it a different name.
Let me see that.
Crossbar?
Yeah, sure.
What's it called?
I don't remember.
You talking about like
yeah.
Yeah.
Like right in the middle of his eyes? No way I can do that.
He doesn't need to see a lot. He just needs to know who's right in front of him. He can't.
He just doesn't like people touching his quarterback. I agree.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I hope he means it.
Yeah, you got to be about it.
Got to be yes, as the kids would say.
Mm-hmm.
They're called vertical bars.
Which is insane that they still make those.
Yeah, I thought those were phased out a long time ago.
But you can I wonder if they just can they fit on all helmets still? I knew you could get basically any face mask, but now with the new helmets, can you still put?
No, you have to get specific face masks for specific helmets.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't in college football either, or like the video game.
Yeah, it's
you got to change your helmet around with your face mask.
Well, it's like, why would it show all the face masks available?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't want to get too much into it. All right. Anything else for spring practice?
Not a whole
lot.
lot.
Talk to me, Goose.
I was hoping y'all had a little bit.
Do you know the lack of care I care about spring practice?
I mean, I get it.
You're right. The interviews portion was fun today. I got to hear from some guys.
Well, yeah, I think it's cool that you get, and I don't know if Jeremy Pruitt didn't do this or coaches didn't do, or if it's kind of a new thing with Heupel. But as soon as a guy gets on campus, he's like, "Yep, go ahead and get in front of the media. Let's get this out of the way." Well, yeah, except now. But I do think it is cool to kind of get them guys an opportunity to just go ahead and make a name for themselves.
Absolutely.
Have some personality with it. I mean, you tell me, like, I don't know, Ace Hardware isn't going after Sam Pendleton right now?
Are they?
I don't know.
You're getting Ace Hardware showing up in Joey's emails. You be careful.
Yeah, sorry, you're getting an internship for Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Better than Disney, though, right?
They have the
falsetto.
They have the ow, or is that who does that?
Nice.
Ow!
O'Reilly's.
Oh.
Yep, you got it.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. All right. I'm excited because I don't have the sheet in front of me right now, so I'm excited to see what's coming up after this break. Stick around with us. It'll be fun. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. Welcome back in to the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. Joey didn't want to hear my singing voice.
I gave you the opportunity last time.
Didn't give me any lyrics.
You cut it off.
Who was that? What was that?
Sturgill Simpson.
It sounded like Sturgill, but I wasn't sure.
Do you want... I mean, I can bring something in on the last break.
No.
You want to pitch the falsetto? We got some Zach Bryan in here.
No.
Oh, we do have...
what happened to him? He's kind of fallen off.
He started dating that
Zach
awful
Bryan.
woman.
Like he's kind of like gone from the mainstream.
He's also
you can just
a terrible guy.
My boy.
That's your boy, ain't it?
No, I'm
I
out.
went to his concert a couple times.
You don't like Zach Bryan anymore?
I mean,
he fell off.
Not as a person. I do like his music, yeah.
Good karaoke music in the speakeasy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to tell you guys about something I love. Landon's just dogging on people over here, but I'm going to tell you guys about Grade A Grounds. My favorite coffee, and it'll be yours too. If you just head on over to gradeagrounds.com right now, you can get 10% off your order today if you use the promo code MORE. That's MORE, MORE, for 10% off. Grade A Grounds, local roasted coffee. Best part is you can make a difference. Grade A Grounds gives back with every bag of coffee they do. You can also, Landon, if you're part of school, or if you're part of a church group, team, whatever it is, there's a way for you to earn. There's a way for you to raise funds through gradeagrounds.com, and you get to keep 40% of that. 40%. Sit on that for a second. 40%. There's a lot you can do with 40%. And Grade A Grounds will help you raise that money and support you guys. So make sure you guys go check them out. You can learn all about that at gradeagrounds.com. And while you're there, purchase a bag. Use promo code MORE, M-O-R-E, at checkout for 10% off. Drink great coffee. Make a great impact. Grade A Grounds. Coffee with a cause.
Dude, I love the beef or blueberry. Got that.
It rocks.
Just the smell of it is awesome.
Top tier smell. I don't even drink coffee, and I was hovering around the table at the golf tournament, just like, this smells. I drank some. I don't like coffee.
Yeah,
I'm
the same way. I was like, it makes me want to drink it because I like the smell. Which, if you like the smell for everything, maybe not drink everything you like the smell to. Maybe that's a bad advice, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, smell of gasoline. I like the smell of gasoline.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't drink it.
Do you like the smell of gasoline, or is it?
I love it.
But isn't there like a? Because I don't disagree. Like you have a can in the garage.
Yeah,
it kind of hits, but it's not. To Landon's point of, there's a difference in like a delicious smell, like a
savory smell
versus whatever gas
chemicals
does to my brain.
Yeah, chemicals. Yeah, you're losing brain cells when you huff it. Same with like a Sharpie.
But like whatever it's doing to my brain to tell me I like it, there's nothing makes me want to drink it or taste it.
I'd try.
No, that's fair.
You'd try gasoline?
I would. Just.
Have you ever eaten dog food before?
Yeah, I have. When I was a kid, I had this Double Bubble shampoo, and it smelled just like Double Bubble bubble gum. I was like, I'm gonna try this. Squirted a handful, stuck my tongue in it. Did not taste like Double Bubble.
Did you use it after that?
Yeah, of course I did.
Are you sure it was Double Bubble shampoo?
I'll look it up and show y'all.
Did it have like a Nickelodeon character on it? Kind of sounds like one of those.
It's from Food City.
Food City.
Hey, I didn't buy it. It may not have really been shampoo.
I know your dad bought it. I see him in there. Well, I don't go to the South Knoxville one anymore. But dude, anytime I was there, I didn't go on a set schedule.
Always.
And he was always there.
7 days a week.
Do you work there now?
He could. And what's funny, he got a Christmas card, a personal, like handwritten Christmas card from them, multiple years in a row. That's crazy. Isn't it?
See, I'm sure he's buying a lot from there, but he never had a buggy. When I saw him, he's always like just picking up a few things.
Oh, one meal. And it was like Monday night, meal. Tuesday night, meal. Wednesday night, he'd just go for the meal. And he acted like he didn't like it. It's like mowing the yard. Like as a guy, you're like, oh, God, I don't want to do it. Then you do it, and it's
kind of nice, kind of soothing.
Yeah, I mean, I hopped on my pony yesterday to mow the yard, and battery's dead, so got to call my boy Squirt.
Yeah, I saw Squirt on the way here. He was getting that Bilo meal.
Of course he was.
And he can't argue that he was getting gas because he was actually parked, and he was not at the pump.
I'll take going back to the gasoline, when you're getting gas at Bilo mixed with the exhaust fan of the greasy food they're fixing, heaven.
Top tier.
It's up there.
And you can get that smell inside the gas station, too, at Bilo, which is special, and you don't get that everywhere.
Yeah, like if my wife goes into Bilo and she comes home, I'm like a dog and I can smell her. I'm like, you went to Bilo. Like yeah. I know you went to Bilo.
We've talked about this gas station smell before on this podcast, and it is in my head. Like I can reason that it's disgusting, but I love the smell of this specific gas station, and it's in South Knoxville. Do you know which one it is?
Is it the Weigels?
It's the Weigels near Alcoa.
Are you talking about like the Maryville Pike?
Yeah, the one where
kind of smells like mothballs a little bit.
We conceded with Josh Lay that it was corn dogs and cigarettes was the smell.
You can definitely smell the corn dogs or whatever.
I don't know what it is.
Not a bad scent.
I love that smell. And if when they finally renovate that place, because every other
they're,
Weigels around,
they're renovating it right now.
If it loses that smell, I will riot.
It's like ingrained.
It better
like
be
the walls.
It better be. I love that smell. And if you're from South Knoxville, or if you've been in that Weigels, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it'll be gone because I walked in there yesterday.
They're already losing it,
and they're renovating it because all the coolers were like curtained out.
I hope they don't lose it, man.
Because I was going there for milk, and it was closed.
Yeah, I'll be pretty pissed if we lose that. All right, this weekend, we've talked about this a little bit. Vols start SEC play. Florida.
Big time. Yeah, it's here. This is where you kind of separate yourself, and now I think it's a great start with the kind of a rivalry these teams have had the last couple years. And you have Tony and Sully, who two of the guys are the top coaches in college baseball. Florida's got a really good program. They kind of lost a lot from that team last year. Jack Caglione is one of them. I guess he was kind of the main one. But they reloaded too. I mean, they got Liam Peterson, who's really good, that we'll see on Friday night. Their Saturday guy's pretty good too. I think he's 3-0 with, I think his ERA is even lower than Peterson's, which is crazy. So battle the Liams on Friday night. And then Brody Donay I think he's batting 400. He's kind of their Jack Caglione. I mean, he's like 6'6" that can hit the ball a mile. But yeah, they just continue to reload just like Tennessee does. And you kind of get you have those kind of mainstays that are there for a couple of years, but then you also get the portal guys and, the guys that elected not to go in the draft, like Levi Clark and guys like that. So it's going to be fun to watch them come to Knoxville. And, again, just two teams kind of resetting from last year, but have the capability to make a run.
Yeah. So last year Tennessee started off with Alabama. Alabama and Florida, two very different programs in terms of success. Would you rather just start off hot and play an Omaha, probably an Omaha team?
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
just get it going, fire it up right now.
I think it's a good measuring stick, but also you can't really look at it too much because in 2023, I think we played Missouri and got swept on the road.
I mean, you lost the series to Alabama.
Yeah, and then
so maybe this is a way where you're just locked in from the get go.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, so it's not the end all be all no matter what happens, but it definitely is a measuring stick or at least a punch to the gut and be like, hey, maybe you're not as good as you thought you were. So, yeah, looking forward to this weekend. Should be a lot of great baseball, especially tomorrow night. Me and Deuce will be there, and it looks like the rest of the weekend is just going to be crappy weather, so hopefully tomorrow's good, and we'll see if there's any games changed around due to the weather. But, yeah, it's a team that is playing good right now. Florida's coming off. They beat Florida State to kind of help Tennessee be the last undefeated team in the midweek. And then they swept Harvard on the weekend and won every game and run-ruled them in 7 innings. So pretty similar schedules. They did lose a game to Miami. They lost the Sunday game to Miami, and they lost to UCF in the midweek that next game. But after that, they've kind of rolled. So haven't really been tested other than that. They played Air Force early in the year, which they aren't good. Dayton's not good. Miami and Florida State, they took care of them, and those are pretty good programs. But Tennessee played Arizona, and they played Oklahoma State. So when you're looking at quality wins, I guess these teams are kind of right up there with one another. Haven't played a ton up to this point.
Right. Yeah, we're in SEC baseball too. Let's go. Finally. We've arrived. Finally. just for of note in the last few minutes, we mentioned Louisville winning. Don't watch it. It's a terrible buzzer beater. Stanford rebounds it, hands it to Louisville. But DePaul just hit a floater to go into a second overtime with Creighton.
Okay.
March Madness is here, boys. We've arrived.
Tennessee does have 3 guys batting over 400 right now. Florida just has 1. So, we have Levi Clark.
We talked about this, too, with Will Heflin. By the way, go watch that interview.
Yeah.
He'll be on the call tomorrow night. If Levi Clark even kind of keeps up what he's doing, my God.
Oh, yeah. And this is a kind of a spotlight game for him. Like, is it because of the competition? Like, does this have an effect on you? And what kind of worries me about the weekend is maybe the bats a little bit just because you didn't play that great against West Georgia. But at the same time, when we played Oklahoma State, when we played Arizona, when we played that Friday night game against Samford when it was kind of closer, the bats came alive. So maybe I shouldn't be worried about that, and maybe it's just kind of a moment thing. Like these guys are just kind of pumped up for SEC play, and West Georgia was just a game they had to go out there for. But yeah, Levi Clark, I mean, he's a guy that this is where he can really solidify himself as not just with where he's at right now, yeah, freshman, All-American, stuff like that. But, I mean, you're talking about national awards if he's able to keep up what he's doing in SEC play.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, there's got to be people already ready to put him on the watch list.
Yeah.
I don't know when those drop for baseball, but
they're probably already started.
Yeah, they probably started in December.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure Liam Doyle will be up there. I'm sure the shortstop LeBron for Alabama will be up there. Yeah, there'll be plenty of. I'm sure Brody Donay is probably in that list somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think of 3 of the 4 top averages for Tennessee are freshmen.
Oh gosh, I didn't realize that. That's crazy.
It's Levi Clark, Manny Marin, Jay Abernathy, which
I guess some of that makes more sense because of their.
Yeah.
Still crazy. I mean, still crazy that they're doing it. But.
Yeah, they've got at bats, not as many as Keelan and Curley and Reese and all them have, but it is pretty crazy how they've able to just kind of get off to a fast start to start their college career.
Oh, absolutely.
There's definitely an uptick in. I mean, maybe those perfect game tournaments and travel ball and all that stuff. Maybe there was. You faced a lot of quality pitching, so maybe it was kind of lower competition than what you faced in, competitive travel baseball. But I don't know. It just kind of seems unreal that you're able to kind of just have a seamless transition from high school to college.
Right. Tell you what, some of these freshmen, almost like they shouldn't have ended up on campus.
I'll tell you what, I'm loving me some Stone Lawless.
You have to.
I mean, that dude's a freak. 6'2", 219. That man isn't 6'2". He's more like 6'4".
Is that just how he's carrying himself, or do you believe that we're shorting him on the roster?
I think you are. He looks big, in person. I don't know. Maybe the umpire's a little short guy, but, I mean, he towers over him. I don't know. This seems really good, and I'm glad they reloaded. I think there was kind of I don't know if it was a thought, but it was definitely a conversation of now that Tony's won a championship, does he kind of not coast, but there was talk does he get a girlfriend? Does he get a wife? And he's just
he's married to the game.
Yeah, nonstop.
No. He might have turned it up. I mean, based on the off season alone, I would say amped up.
I mean, we were talking about with Will Heflin, with the guys that he won with so early. And like, no offense to those guys, they're really good players for Tennessee, and they got the most out of those guys. But he is recruiting a different type of player. So is it almost easier to kind of win now because of the type of players you're able to get to campus, and the guys that like you give any guy in America a call. I mean, he's picking up the phone for Tennessee.
Yeah.
Before Tony Vitello, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily like easier is probably not the right word because it's probably a lot to.
It's probably
a lot to like
right.
in terms of you're now recruiting more guys that you want to keep out of the draft that you want to get to campus, and then you're also then recruiting guys that aren't. They're probably looking for playing time because they're good enough to play in most places, so you've got to balance that out, and then there's probably. I don't know about like necessarily like diamond in the rough is probably what they're looking for, but guys that they can get in here that would require development to be impactful, and so they're trying to find those. So I think it just comes like it. Yes, I think in a sense it's gotten easier because you can call anybody you want.
Yeah,
but there's like different hurdles now.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like there's like back then, like you took a chance on a kid, like you didn't have enough talent on the roster to just be giving away a scholarship hoping it works out.
Right.
Now, like, you can do that.
Yeah.
Because you have so much talent coming in. If you get a guy that exceeds expectations, it's just, oh, that's great. Right. Awesome. Kind of like Levi Clark. Like, he's a really good player, but I don't think they expected this, or Alberto Osuna probably doesn't get that call when he enters the portal.
Right. Yeah. Love it.
Yep.
On baseball, what are we expecting like lineup wise come tomorrow? Like
that's going to be interesting.
Like who catches, who DH, like what are we doing?
I think like this Stone play, this Bargo play. I would think Bargo probably plays because just experience in the SEC.
Right.
I don't know where. I guess he plays left.
Okay.
And you probably go Fisher at first. I guess Manny's probably at third right now. If he's, I know he kind of tweaked something, but then he looked good the other night. So I don't know. I think you go him. Do you go Cannon because he's a veteran? But dude, the way Stone Wallace is hitting the baseball right now, it's hard to. And he's throwing people out. It would be different if he couldn't throw anybody out and the bat was kind of there, but the bat's on and he's throwing people out. So I don't know if there's a real argument, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's fun. You got options.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just got to find the right options now, which you got plenty of time to do it. Like you said earlier in terms of wins, losses, with the same thing with the lineup, it's not the end-all, be-all this week. You're going to still do some moving and shaking, try to figure out what sticks.
Yeah, and you have so much, like, the lineup has so many dudes in it. Like, a guy like Reese Chapman is just sitting there, and he had, like, a 15-game hit streak the other night. And then he only had, I think, 2 at-bats, and then they took him out, so he didn't end up getting that last game. But he just kind of sits there, kind of like Kavaris Tears last year. He just could sit there and just be great when we needed him to, and he was just steady Eddie throughout the whole entire year.
Yeah, you've got multiple arguments of like, and we talked about it in the bat flip of guys coming up to Tony and being like, I should play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
So it's tough. And
I think I'm going to tell him that, see what he says.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we've got some experience. We definitely have our COVID year left, so we'll see. But no, there's a lot of guys that could play anywhere in the country, and so it's a good thing, but it's tough. There's a lot of questions, but I think we'll find out.
Yeah,
this weekend.
Newstrom's another guy who has. Yeah. I mean, he's done every time he gets in, he hits a home run. So. Yeah.
Well, then you just keep that like in the back pocket. Like that's your get out of jail free card.
Well, then there's Abernathy, and he's just kind of like a different player in this, where
utility. Like I mean, can do so many different things.
I think he's almost better when you can like maybe you start a Bargo, and then later on in the game, like Bargo gets him on base,
pitch,
and then
run.
he can run.
Like
and you can if you need a run, he can. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna be standing on third at some point.
100%.
Here in the next
And
two
a couple
pitches.
yeah.
So, also Marcus Phillips. That's another guy that it's going to be an interesting weekend to see how he handles himself, because he played when he pitched in Houston. He played against Rice, who Rice just fired their coach because they were horrible.
Like just now?
Yeah, like today.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
How long had he been there? Is it the same guy that had them rolling like years ago, or did they?
No, this was he was a Rice legend.
Oh,
They fired him. I wouldn't even call this midseason.
Yeah, like it was like maybe 3 years in.
Okay.
But yeah, he didn't make it, so he didn't get to pitch against a solid program in Houston. So I think this is kind of now it's the big boys. Like how do you fare against Florida? Will be interesting to watch.
What do you think we do? What's our Sunday move?
I would go Tegan Coons.
Okay.
And then bring it Arvidsson. I think Dylan Loy should pitch. I think you can have a Nate Snead.
Yeah.
Maybe pitch some if he doesn't. That's what's cool about Friday and Saturday is you don't need to pitch a whole bunch of guys.
Right.
You can get through innings with Doyle and Franklin and Snead and Phillips, where you basically have everybody at your disposal on Sunday. And I know A.J. Russell isn't going to pitch this weekend. But yeah, I like Dylan Loy. Every time he's pitched, he's shoved. So I like him as a big – and he's started, so I think he can go a longer period of time on Sunday if you needed help with Coons and Arvidsson. And then Ryan Combs is going to pitch because he's electric.
Love it.
Yep. All right. That's kind of all I got for baseball. I do have a question about this is future-wise, and I just want to get y'all's take on it. But I've thought about it all day. Now that McNeese State has made the tournament, would you be opposed if we called Will Wade if Barnes retired?
Yes.
I'm out. Yeah,
You were
can't
out.
stand him. Cannot stand him.
If he loses the Muffin Tops, we can talk.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a muffin top. Come on now.
Yeah, you don't walk around in a tucked in dress shirt though. So
I do at work. Tucked in polo, let's say that. No, I'm out. I'm out on Will Wade.
Joey?
I'm indifferent, dude. I also said I would pay for Bruce Pearl to come back, so that's a hot ass take apparently. So
Okay.
I don't care. I'll eat it.
I think he has to win. I think
immediately, short leash.
Yeah, I think it's a
make a deep run first year. Or
yeah, but you also don't want that though. So
I'm not mad about it if they call him. He does win.
I mean, yeah, I think Danny White calls it. I think Danny White makes that call because he looks for winners.
Yeah,
but dude, that'd be tough. I've said a lot of bad things about Will Wade,
and I wouldn't take one back. Even if he won.
No, I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't take it back. No.
I, mean, I don't think they make him a strong-ass offer, but I could be wrong.
I say a lot of bad things about Bruce Pearl now.
Yeah, and I mean
that I thought I never would.
Yeah, I mean, we all mean him.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough. That's a good question.
But you don't – I agree. I think it would have to be you got to come in and win immediately, and I don't think you want that to be the case with the coach. You don't want it to be a short leash situation.
You don't want the guy to be born on third base? He kind of is. Right?
I don't want it to be a short leash situation.
Oh, okay.
I get that.
Where it's if you have
Vanderbilt.
You have the win now or you're gone mentality. Yes, you want him to win now, obviously. But if the options are win now or fire him, then you're just kind of creating turmoil. You're creating turmoil for your program.
It's tough though because he's won everywhere he's been. Won at Chattanooga.
If you're putting his resume up with
it's legit.
Any other,
you probably have to call him. I mean that's just I don't necessarily want him, but you probably have to call him.
Yeah, you buzz him.
I mean, I think I have what he's done.
Because they were 30-5 last year or something.
He's 57-10 overall in 2 seasons. He's won their conference regular season, the conference tournament twice, and he's been in the dance twice.
Call him.
I think you have to.
Yeah, I think you do.
Because I just don't know. Like if Barnes was to retire, like say we make it to the Sweet 16, lose, he retires. Who else are you calling?
Rick Pitino.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm in.
He's 80.
I'm all over Rick Pitino, dude.
Dude, me and him will be at the Mouse's ear every
I was about to say, dude, these guys could use a strip club visit.
I do say though, you call Bruce just to see. You call him.
I mean, I would rather have Will Wade than Kim English right now.
I'm just
100%. Because I thought that's who we like. When he left, that was like when Barnes retires. That's who I want to call.
Did you
and
hear
also
his?
thought the same with Steve Forbes. Like I thought Steve Forbes would have been a good one, and like he's not a bad one, but he's not done anything impressive.
He's not worth a call.
No, should have stayed at ETSU. Go Bucks.
Did you hear Kim English's like I guess press conference after they lost
last night?
Yeah. What was it? It was like, I'm trying to find the exact. Disappointing effort, disappointing outcome, but played true to the pitiful, embarrassing season we've had.
Damn.
Honest.
Imagine a coach saying that.
Yeah.
What do you think about Kelvin Sampson?
Yeah, I'd definitely make that call too.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Houston's head coach. I think any of these guys like St. John's, Houston, any of them, they're making like a good solid effort in the last couple of years and like
Will Wade
older.
Or Chris Beard?
No.
Will Wade.
Okay.
Yeah, Will Wade for sure. Chris Beard, and my wife pointed this out. I didn't pay attention to it, and this was when we played him. He wears a completely different outfit than the rest of his assistant coaches.
Oh, really?
So
does Buzz Williams.
Okay. I don't want him either.
I think his entire coaching staff should have to wear what he wears.
Agreed.
Stupid ass whatever under vest thingy.
What about the
three-piece
Texas Tech? Forget his name.
What is his name?
I looked him up just the other day because I thought he was older than he is. He's like 40. He's in his mid-40s. He's been damn good everywhere he's been.
But I don't know if
Grant
guys at Power 5 or Power 4 schools
McCasland.
That's it. Yeah.
would be on Danny White's radar. I think Will Wade would be in consideration because he's not. I mean, just look at the two hires he's made.
Yeah.
They've been quote unquote up and comers, and I know Will Wade's not an up and comer, but he's at a non-Power 4 school.
It
right
would
now.
be kind of cool to be villains in basketball too, though. Kind of like the baseball team.
Yeah,
Everybody
but I
hates
don't
you.
like his. Like, I'm okay with being hated.
I don't like him either. But if you win basketball games,
I'll love him.
I hope I start liking you.
But like Tony Vitello's attitude isn't this like whiny.
I agree. Yeah. I
don't know if Will Wade's is like a whiny. Like Calipari.
Yes.
I could never, ever
No.
stand him. Like this just whiny, I'm a baby, give me what I want attitude.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being the villains as long as like it's kind of just on court villainry. Like that's what I was talking to someone about. I was talking about Rick Barnes and Tony Vitello actually, and I was like, one thing I really love about Rick Barnes, and believe me, like I'm not just like you want your guys to be good guys off the court, but for me, it's not the end all be all. Like it's just people are people. But it does help rooting for someone like Rick Barnes. Like it does make it better. And then not inverse, that's not really the right way to it, but another program led by Tony Vitello who don't carry themselves in the same way Rick Barnes does. But if you look at Tony Vitello off the field, like no one has a bad word to say about the dude. And you see what he does for the community. A great example is a story about the manager for first round team this year. Who'd we play from Kentucky?
Northern
Kentucky.
Yeah, Northern Kentucky. Yeah.
Like what he did for that manager, that like none of that was on camera. It wasn't.
Norse.
Yeah. It wasn't for show. Like he's a good dude.
Genuine,
and then he has a like a hot streak, and he's kind of loud and abrasive that like rubs people the wrong way, but that's also just like that's him as a competitor, and it's different. It's like so like he's someone that it's easy to root for as well in a very different way, and then like you just kind of own the villain aspect of it. He's not a whiny word I can't use, like Calipari, for example.
Yeah. I mean, and I know we're all the same way. Like when we were on like the court or the field, like you're a different person.
Yeah.
You say things that you would never say to someone in a public setting.
Yeah.
But like, and it's okay to be.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a competitor and competitive, and people hate you. It's a good thing.
Like Bruce Pearl, I think, is another kind of similar to Tony Vitello. Like, dude looks like a absolute dick on the court. But like, he's a good dude off the court.
Did you see Stephen Pearl is a candidate for the Murray State job?
No. I
saw that.
Let him get away from Daddy.
I did see where Justin Gainey is.
Yeah, for NC State.
I think he might.
And that interview sounded like he was kind of beating around the bush.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing about like a lot of coaches, like especially the coaches that are on a good program. He is not going to make a decision until the season's over.
Yeah. And I mean, I hope he does. Like, I hope he does go. That's awesome.
I think that looks
great.
good for your program too. It would stink if it was like 2 years ago and he got that job and then
Jordan.
And then, yeah.
Our boy Brody wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
Not even this year. He hadn't turned the corner on him.
He has.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of has. I texted him the other day.
We got Landon to turn the corner.
We had I texted you guys, Cade Phillips and Gainey at the golf course.
They're probably better than me.
Don't cancel practice again, Rick.
We talked about they need the rest.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right, you got anything else before we get out of here? We're scooting up on 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Any stupidities real quick?
I got one. I'll go first.
Okay.
It's not really a stupidity as much as like we were talking about the Creator Classic earlier, and then Trent Ryan from Barstool, like just seeing him play like a professional course. It's just like I wish there was more of that.
Right.
Because like the Creator Classic is like YouTube guys, but you got like the Bryan brothers, which are
professional,
damn near professionals.
Well, they are. Wes won on tour.
Wes, last year.
Yeah.
But like, seeing average golfers like us and like struggling on that, that's just. I think that video of him like
made an 11 on 17.
Well, that on 17, but then he creates this huge divot, like hanging off of a creek bank, and it's just funny to see that. So that's my stupidity.
I hate to kick a man while he's down, but I'll love to do it to this man. Did y'all see Calipari on the way that South Carolina game ended? So he told, I don't remember who was shooting a free throw. They were up 3, and he told him to intentionally miss a free throw.
I did see that.
He talked about how it's worked out, blah, blah, he makes decisions. Why would you ever intentionally miss that free throw?
You're up 3 before the free throw.
You're up 3 before it.
Make it, it's over.
And if you intentionally miss it, it's probably going to come off the rim hard,
yeah,
usually. But if you accidentally miss it, at least doesn't allow him to grab a quick rebound. What he's just an idiot. He's so stupid. How is he ever a good basketball coach? I don't think he is anymore. I don't know what happened.
He's a salesman.
He was for a while though. I don't know what happened. Those dogs, they ruined him. The ones he walks around in a baby stroller like they don't have 4 legs.
Yeah, he needs to start running shirtless like Coach O. Get his swagger back.
Agreed.
Mine is the I don't know if y'all saw the mock-up of the College Football 26 cover photo.
Yeah.
What in the world is that?
I didn't see it.
It's terrible.
It kind of reminds me of like a high school senior photo.
It's like the deluxe edition, but I don't know if it's supposed to be like, oh, this looks hard. Like, no, it doesn't look good at all.
Well,
the lighting's just bad in it.
They have a kid who has never played a down of football in college on the cover.
They got Smokey in there, though.
Oh, sick.
True. They do. Front and center. Not front and center, but center.
Back center.
They have DJ Lagway, Garrett Nussmeyer. I think they have some guy from Clemson. They have Ryan Days on there, Kirby Smart, James Franklin's in it. Tebow's in it. Reggie Bush.
Tebow, dude.
I didn't see
Love Tebow.
I mean,
big Tebow guy.
One of the few books I've actually read was Tebow's.
I just can't believe they put a guy who's hasn't played any college football yet, and Bryce Underwood on a cover. That seems insane to me.
Did y'all see Rory take that fan's phone? Well, I guess the fan kind of
yeah,
handed it to him.
He plays on I forget which team. Texas, I think. He plays college golf at Texas.
Like legit, like a...
He's good. I know. Like I didn't realize who it was. I see him on Instagram.
What did he do with the phone? The video I've seen just cuts off. Did he
I
chuck
don't know.
it?
I thought it was staged, but he takes it to like the tee box and like apparently sets it down, and then like he had security escort him out.
Yeah, that dude was. Yeah,
which is so soft. It's in a practice round.
Soft.
Obviously,
it is soft, but I also kind of like the idea of you have the power to kick someone out.
But it's also it's not even
it feel good. For sure.
It's in a practice round, and he didn't even say anything like obviously Ricky Fowler and I have known beef, and he hates me personally, but that's fine.
Ricky Fowler hates you?
Yeah, I think I've said that before.
No.
Friday round, he hit like a tee shot and it went like maybe 2 feet into the thick rough at Jack's place, and I was like, I don't know. I was drunk and said like, "Oh, you're not going to get it done with shitty shots like that today, big guy." Something like that. But
our boy Ricky?
Oh, I hate Ricky Fowler with like every bone in my body. But
Rick.
Yeah, I don't know why. We just have personal beef. But anyway,
We just have personal beef.
I used to hate. I used
two-sided. I promise.
To be fair, I used to hate Ricky when he had long hair, but when he cut it, I was all in.
Yeah.
Go on.
So what
no, that's it. I mean,
okay.
I didn't get kicked out for that. All I got was him to.
So what's the other beef? That's it?
Well, no. I mean, we had that, and then he like took his glasses off and stared at me while he was walking up the tee box, and like when he saw I was filming, he went like to like wave at me. But like that's all he did. Rory McIlroy got soft when someone said like his tee shot went in the water just like 11 at Augusta back in 2011.
Dude, we should have beef with Ricky too. I'm in on this.
Yes.
I'm not. I'm
yes.
out. No.
Dude, I like Ricky.
No,
I like him as a guy, but
we got to have pod beef with somebody.
Not Ricky Fowler.
Joey's already started this. I got to have
we're
my
halfway
boys
there.
back.
We're halfway there. It is a really easy beef. It's also highly unlikely that
He
this would
remembers
even
that.
reach 3 points of contact within Ricky Fowler.
I've got.
I'm in. I'll give him hell. I'm in.
We've got. I had a buddy go to the U.S. Open a few years ago. Was that at Torrey? Was that the U.S. Open?
Like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was where it's playing like almost 8,000 yards.
It would have been
2021,
2020, or I have it. So 2019, probably. I just have it saved from.
I thought they played it in 2021.
I don't know, but
yeah, it was John Rahm in 2021.
I gave him some lines to throw out at Patrick.
Cantley.
No.
Reed.
Oh,
Reed.
yeah, Patrick Reed.
And he almost got ejected for this one.
Patrick, is that your putter?
Right after he made a putt. Security guard, right as he hit the putt, security guard came over to him and said not another word.
It's Pebble Beach, so it's close enough.
No, this one was at Torrey, whatever it was.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was the
Honestly, though, golfers have too much power.
Also,
You can't do that at like any other sporting event.
Patrick Reed's a thief and deserves to get
Still
berated.
Captain America.
That's what we should hate. We should hate Patrick Reed. We should get on the and Patrick Reed's wife will tweet about us if we
True.
say enough things.
Burner. Yeah, but we have to.
What's her name?
We have to start. We have to start fresh and like. Now we got to go find Patrick Reed and at least start the beef in person, which is fine.
We've already gotten a step there though.
Yeah,
we have to do.
But we could double down on.
But that
Rick
was
stuff.
through me. That he was a proxy. I fed him the lines to say to Patrick.
I just feel like Joey already has a step up.
We
on
are.
Ricky.
But Ricky,
God, dude, I would
Ricky's
feel bad.
awesome. Patrick Reed sucks. He's a cheater. He's a thief.
I'm down. Whatever y'all decide, I'm down. If we want to have a beef with multiple people, we can do that too.
Okay, sure, I'm down. Not Rick. I want to
How
put an
about
embargo.
Todd Helton?
Yes. I want to put an embargo on Ricky. And he's talking about the Todd Helton at Carter High School. Todd beef.
Central.
Different Todd Helton.
No, I'm talking about the Todd.
I put an embargo on Ricky.
All right, whatever you want to do.
You can do whatever you
I'm
want
gonna keep
outside
hating. I'm
the
gonna keep
podcast.
hating.
That's fine.
Give me a few drinks. I'll dog anybody. I don't care. I'll dog my parents. I don't care.
I'm in. Guys, thank y'all for listening. It's been fun. It's been a wild ride. But we got through it. Go Vols tomorrow. Basketball, baseball, Selection Sunday coming up. So we'll talk about that. Be back then. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.